And welcome to the In-Game Boss Program 90s edition as I continue my program of the 90s. And we're doing a show called Something to Ads. Yes, I love 90s magazines, your Nintendo Powers, your EGM, your Game Pro, all that stuff. And one of the things that definitely stood out as a gamer, if you were born in the 90s and grew up in the 90s, is the ads. I love the ads. I love that this was the way to advertise you to be interested in the products that certain companies want to look at. You know, before social media came, before YouTube came, this was our source of it. But I'm not alone to go through these ads that I have found in the world of the internet as I explore some. I have a buddy of mine, Mr. DC. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful-tastic. How are you?
I'm doing well, and thank you for taking the time to join me as we go through these old ads that we see in magazines. Now, before I even kind of dip into this first ad that people are looking at, give them time to kind of look at it, were you a big ad person? Did you read a lot of gaming magazines when you were younger, or you kind of just breeze through them and get to the guides that sometimes they help you?
I was Team Game Pro all the way. I had my own subscription. I was looking for that every month when it came out. I was like, give me. And yeah, I loved going through the articles and the ads. At the time, I was just like, this is kind of weird. And especially the one ad about World Heroes, I think it was.
Okay. Is Game Pro the only... Sorry, did you say Game Pro?
Oh, yeah.
Game Pro. I remember I described to the Nintendo Power, but one magazine that I remember reading a lot that helped me out a lot for a lot of gaming and stuff was Tips and Tricks. Do you remember that one?
No, not that one.
Yeah, and that must have come later, like in the late 90s. That was more of you get to learn like certain passwords for certain games, and I remember that's where I found out how to do the Sonic 3 debug code that you do have to do at the beginning. You have to press a bunch of buttons before the intro comes in, and then you get to do the stage select and everything. And so, yeah.
I did not find that out until way later on.
Mm-hmm. And I remember, like, when it came to these magazines, it wasn't just the ads that I looked at. I mainly like to look at certain games articles that I'm excited to see. A lot of people probably go to the review pages to see like if this game was great and everything, but I wasn't really understanding reviews because like a lot of those games that they had the reviews, I couldn't afford those games. So like I didn't care about reading those reviews. I care about like what games are coming next that I really, really want. So,
Gotcha.
So I wanted to start with this ad first because I think you can't do 90s without doing the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, right? Like they're one of the foundation of the 90s and still going strong to this year as we speak.
Mm-hmm.
And granted, this is not the best one in the series, but it's the one that kind of got on the map on top of this is actually, I believe I'm correct, this is like what the Turtles actually look like in the comic books. They all had the same bandanas. They never really had the different colors. You had to go by their mannerisms to know who is which, and it was pretty hardcore. I never got a chance to read those, but I remember a show. I think it was a 2003 TMNT, and they did a movie special called Turtles Forever, and we got to see them jump different realms, and we got to meet the black and white turtles. But I did play this game. I'm probably the fortunate as everybody else that probably played this game. You couldn't pass that one level. The game got really hard, with the bombs underwater. And that was your time with it. And luckily Turtles 2 comes. But did you touch Turtles at all? Did you touch this game that we're going to be...
Oh, yeah. So, of course, I'm an Amiga brat. And I played on the Amiga, but it played basically like the NES version. That sewer level, no way. Or not the sewer, the dam level. Yeah, you're trying to disarm the bombs and you're trying to avoid all the pink little like, and it's like, yeah, that my gameplay ended pretty much there every time.
Okay, awesome. So let's start looking at this ad real quick. So one of the things definitely stood out to me is the fact that when they're trying to sell this article of turn your house into a sewer, right there is kind of like a not the best idea to me because it's like, why do I want to do that? Like, I can't picture somebody come up to me and like, turn your house into a sewer with the Turtles game. I'm like, your house would be kind of stinking up a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's like You pay me, I'm gonna make your house stink like crap. Isn't that great? Win-win, right?
Yeah, and then the fact that, like, do I really want a turtle to come out of there and affect my house? I mean, I'm probably be cool with it as a kid, but I can't speak to my parents about it. They'd be kind of scared by that. And then rocking the NES console right there with the two controls, even though like this game is not two players, if I'm correct.
Nope, just single player, and that so saddens me because it's like the best part about Turtles, for folks remembering back when, is you play together. You play together with the Turtles.
Yes. And then like if you zoom at the very top, just zoom a little bit closer, a little bit to the right, you'll see some other copy of games. And I see here on the top left corner, I'm gonna guess that might be Castlevania. Right here on the very top, right above the Metal Gear. Yeah, I see Metal Gear here, but then I think it is Castlevania because I want to say the cartridge right beside Raphael's arm, his big, bulky, like steroid arms. I want to say that's Castlevania. And if I'm correct, I don't know the name of it, but I think that's the hockey game that Konami did right here, right beside the cartridge.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm not familiar enough with that one. I definitely know, yeah, that first top right one, Castlevania, 100%. Metal Gear, 100%. Then yeah, the other ones I'm like,
yeah. I think it is a hockey game because like I know it's hard to see if you zoom even closer, but I want to say that looks like hockey gear as the way that the guy is kind of like look like he's like sliding a little bit. That's just my theory of it.
Okay. Now you say that, yeah, I can see that there.
Yeah. So, if we go down a little bit further, we see the article here. It says Ultra Games has lifted the lid on the hottest Rock'em Sock'em video game ever to glance the sewers as the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles track New York's nastiest to the front door of your Nintendo with this dynamic dudes at your disposal. Rampage from the Bronx of Broadway, slashing and smashing carnivorous robots and katana blades and nunchucks, then go cruising for bruising in piece of power party wagon loaded with anti-Foot Clan missiles. I don't know that exists. I want to say I don't.
I remember you could eventually get missiles in the overworld view when you're driving around. You can eventually get missiles, but I don't remember getting there.
Okay, and then you have until you capture Shredder's life support gun. Now this part here, that doesn't make sense to me. Like life support, like what does that work? Like he shoots you and like you're going like straight to the hospital, or the dialysis machine is like appears on you. I don't know. I don't know if it's a typo, but they were full confident on that. And turn your rat friend Splinter back into a man he used to be. So team up with the Team Ninja Turtles and prepare to shell out some punishment. Yeah, I disagree with the life support gun. I don't think that sounds very threatening.
I'll say I think it may be they're referring to use that on Splinter, but if you shoot him with the life support gun to turn him into the man he used to be, but then like he's gonna be like so old, and he won't have his tail to smack people around with anymore. Like, I don't know. If I was a rat, if I got turned into one, I'd just stick with that.
Yeah, and especially like I don't know how it is from humans to rat and how the years work, but I always assumed Splinter was already old anyways. Just how he's rocking the cane all the time, yeah. So that's just my theory of it. When we go to the pictures though, it looks like some of these look like Nintendo, and then some of them might look like the Amiga to me. I don't know why. I just have this idea, especially the third picture, to the from left to right here. That doesn't very look NES to me. That looks very Amiga probably. I don't know why. I don't know. If you have a better memory of it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with you on that one because the other ones I can see in the NES version, especially that first one. But yeah, there was definitely a little bit of less pixely, I would say. And it looks a little bit crisper in that one compared to the other ones, I think.
Yeah. So overall, Do we like? Do I like? Do we like the ad? Yeah, the ad is funny. I enjoy the ad. I know that like I gave it a hard time of the sewer in the house, which I still disagree with. I'm not. I would never want a sewer in my house. I mean, but overall, it does stand out. Like if, this would stop me if I was going through the pages. Like, what is this? You know, what do you think?
Oh yeah, I mean, if I was just flipping through like flip, 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 and first off, I see turtle, I stop. I'm like, oh, you have my attention. So yeah, this would definitely be like that first part. I'd be like, oh, okay, cheesy, cheesy, and then just kind of taking a look at the pictures, like, all right, I see what kind of game you're talking about. I'm in.